If you prefer silence, you've probably been told you're too quiet, too distant, or that you should speak up more. In a world that celebrates noise, fast opinions, and constant connection, choosing silence can look like a weakness. But psychology tells a very different story. Silence isn't emptiness, it's space. And people who genuinely prefer it often carry rare inner traits that others overlook. Today, we're exploring 5 of those traits, and if you recognize yourself in them, this video might finally put words to something you've always felt but never explained. First, people who prefer silence tend to have unusually deep self-awareness. Psychology shows that quiet environments allow the brain to process internal experiences more clearly. When you're not constantly filling space with noise or conversation, you naturally spend more time noticing your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. You don't just feel things, you understand them. For example, while others may distract themselves when something feels uncomfortable, you're more likely to sit with that feeling and ask, why am I reacting this way? This isn't overthinking, it's emotional literacy. The positive reframe is this: your silence gives you access to yourself. You know who you are, what you value, and what doesn't feel right, and that's a powerful inner compass. Second, silence often signals high sensitivity to meaning, not a lack of social ability. Research indicates that many people who prefer silence are highly selective with their attention. You notice tone, pauses, facial expressions, and what's not being said. In group settings, while others speak to be heard, you're listening to understand. You might leave a conversation remembering one sentence that revealed everything about a person. This trait can be misunderstood as being withdrawn, but in reality, you're tuned into depth. The strength here is discernment. You don't need constant stimulation because you extract richness from subtlety. That makes you thoughtful, emotionally intelligent, and often deeply compassionate. Third, people who prefer silence often have a strong inner independence. Psychology suggests that comfort with silence is linked to a secure sense of self. You don't rely on constant external validation to feel real or worthy. You can be alone with your thoughts without panicking or reaching for distraction. For instance, you might enjoy long walks without headphones, quiet mornings, or simply sitting with a cup of coffee and no agenda. While others might interpret this as isolation, it's actually self-sufficiency. The positive reframe is that your calm doesn't come from approval, it comes from within. This independence makes you resilient in uncertain situations because you trust yourself to cope. Fourth, a preference for silence is often connected to advanced emotional regulation. Research shows that quiet time helps the nervous system reset and reduces emotional reactivity. If you naturally seek silence, it may be because your body knows it's how you stay balanced. Instead of reacting impulsively, you pause. Instead of escalating conflict, you step back. Imagine an argument where others raise their voices. You're the one who grows quieter, not because you have nothing to say, but because you're choosing control over chaos. This is not weakness. This is strength under pressure. Your silence is a stabilizer for yourself and often for others around you. Fifth, people who prefer silence tend to be meaning-driven rather than stimulation-driven. Psychology indicates that some individuals are wired to seek purpose over excitement. You're not uninterested in life, you're uninterested in noise without substance. Small talk drains you, but conversations about ideas, values, or real experiences energize you. You may feel bored in loud environments, but fully alive during a quiet, honest exchange with one person. The reframe here is important. You're not disconnected, you're selective. And that selectivity allows you to build deeper relationships, even if they're fewer in number. If you recognized yourself in these traits, here's something important to hear. There is nothing wrong with you. Your preference for silence is not a flaw to fix. It's a signal of depth, awareness, and inner strength. The world needs people who pause, who listen, who think before they speak. Not everyone is meant to be loud, and not every strength announces itself. Silence doesn't mean you have nothing to offer. It often means you have something worth protecting. If this resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. How has silence helped you understand yourself better? And if you want more calm, empowering insights about personality, psychology, and hidden strengths, subscribe to the channel. You're not alone in how you experience the world, and understanding yourself is one of the rarest strengths of all.